Hey guys, and welcome to a new video. And of course, I mentioned a while back that pickup videos and whatnot like this were still going to be coming, and I have finally amassed enough stuff that I feel like it's time to do one here. So I guess this would roughly be my pickups for August. I've got some DVDs, some Blu-rays, and a book. Unfortunately, no games, and probably that'll be like that for a while because I'm focusing right now more on movies and TV shows and kind of waiting to get more games for when I get my PS4. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this, and we're going to start off with the book because it's been a while since I've had a new book purchase. This is Stephen King's Song of Susanna. This is book number 6 in the Dark Tower series. Now, it dawned on me the other day that I have not read anything in about 8 or 9 months. It kind of blew me away that it had been that long. But it's time to fix that. I need to finish reading a book that I was started on before that was missing some pages, and then I need to get back into this series because I'm ready to. And there's only 8 books in the series, so I'm that close to being done. All right, now I'll show off the couple of DVDs that I have. DVDs, as I've mentioned in the past, are not something I pick up a lot unless there's just no Blu-ray alternative. But the first thing I've got here is South Park Season 9, and the reason why I even own this random season right in the middle of this entire show is because at Walmart this is $3.74 for a full season of South Park, the 9th season. I'm a South Park fan, but I've mentioned it before. It's like one of my favorite shows that I've never really watched. I've only seen a handful of episodes from it, so figure that's a good place as any to start on a collection for it. And the next thing I have up here is a movie called Always Watching, a Marble Hornets story. If this guy looks familiar at all, it's because he's supposed to be the Slender Man. And if you've never heard of Marble Hornets, it's basically a YouTube channel or production group that has been doing YouTube videos revolving around the Slender Man creepypasta for years. And apparently they were given the budget and the okay to make an actual movie. I'm about 99% positive that this is not just all of their videos collected together. This is an actual movie that they got to put out. And it was $8, so I couldn't pass it up. And then here's one of my annual pickups that I always look forward to so much, even though I'm a little bit behind on this show. But this is Castle Season 7. I love Castle. I love Nathan Fillion and Stana Katic, and love this show. And I'm caught up all the way through Season 5 and the first couple episodes of Season 6. So I just need to sit down and watch 6 and 7 to be caught up. Alright, now let's get into the stack of Blu-rays that I have here, and I'm going to start off with this, which is Battlestar Galactica. This is the original movie of the original TV show, 35th anniversary Blu-ray here. This was given to me by my good friend Ron. Hi Ron, I'm sure you'll see this at some point, because he bought the entire TV show on Blu-ray, which included this. In fact, it included a much more expanded version of this. But he gave it to me so I could check it out and see what I think about it. So eventually, I promise, I'm going to watch it. Alright, now I have about 4 Blu-rays here that I got at Walmart that were all right around $5. So I thought I did pretty good with these. First up, we have The Grand Master. I remember seeing when this movie was coming out, and I was interested in it. I like Tony Leung. And I'm not going to even try to pronounce her name, but it looks really stylish, it looks really pretty, and I figure it's going to be pretty awesome. This is another Ip Man movie inspired by the true story of Bruce Lee's Master, so I already have a couple Ip Man movies with Donnie Yen, and there's another one out there I've been wanting to track down, and then I have this one. Then I have Mama, which is a horror movie starring Jessica Chastain. I think it was a combination of her, who I really like, and the fact that it was pretty cheap, and the fact that I don't have a lot of horror movies. I mentioned that before when I saw It Follows. I don't really do this kind of this genre movie, but for $5 for a Blu-ray, I thought, I'll give it a try. And the next one of these cheaper movies that I bought is Snow White and the Huntsman. Now, this was a movie that I wanted to see when it was released in theaters. I like the cast, I like everybody who's in it, and I thought maybe, be a cool take on this story. So I couldn't pass up for, $5 to get this extended edition. And then here's a big pickup for me. This is one of the 2 or 3 movies from Quentin Tarantino that I've never seen, and that's Reservoir Dogs. Now, this is the 15th anniversary Blu-ray, but I know that this has been out for a couple of years. In fact, quite a bit, it looks like. It came out in 92. Well, I don't know, maybe that would work out to... No, that would work out to be about 2007, so... Anyway, it's a little bit older. Knowing the way most of this stuff goes, there'll be a 20 or 25th anniversary Blu-ray released for this in the next couple of years. It'll have some stuff that this one won't have, but $5, not going to complain. Alright, and then the last 3 things would be like my highlight movies for what I've picked up outside of like freebies and $5 ones. So the first thing we have here is WWE's The CLIQ Rules. This is one of the WWE releases I've been looking forward to for a while, because this particular group, these wrestlers and this phenomenon of the CLIQ, very interesting and entertaining story in the WWE's history. You could say that these guys here were responsible for the Attitude Era, for the Monday Night Wars, for the Outsiders and the NWO. This little group and its existence and what they did when the CLIQ split up, when Scott Hall and Kevin Nash went to WCW, that this details a lot of, is kind of the reason why a lot of those things happened. So I sat down one night to watch what I call the documentary portion of this, which is usually like a 2-hour thing, and I fell asleep before it was over. I haven't been able to finish it, but I will eventually. But very cool. There's a shit ton of really good WWE Blu-rays that are eluding me at the moment, but eventually I'll get them all. Okay, and then the next thing I bought, this was from just last week, Aloha. Despite hearing some kind of poor reviews here more recently of this movie, I couldn't pass it up because it's got a great cast. It's got a directing pedigree in Cameron Crowe, who directed Jerry Maguire, which is one of my favorite 90s movies. But it's got Bradley Cooper, Rachel McAdams, Emma Stone, John Krasinski, Alec Baldwin, Bill Murray, and of course, what's his face, now that I've got it covered up over here, Danny McBride, looking very interesting. Of course, you can't really see it on here because there's a sticker covering his face, but anyway, it just looked interesting. It wasn't too expensive. It was like $18. So I just decided to give it a chance. And then the last thing that I have this week, pretty much the highlight, even though I just got this literally in the mail today, I've already watched the movie digitally and really enjoyed it. And I'm going to talk more about that here in just a second. But this is Mad Max Fury Road, the 4th movie in the Mad Max saga, and very awesome. Really, really enjoyed it, but like I said, I'm not going to give much more of my thoughts on that until I mention something here in a minute, but definitely worth picking up, especially if you're a fan of the original movies. Okay, so that's the pickups part, and if that's all that you care about, then the video is essentially over for you, but I wanted to take a quick moment to just say that I've had some time, a couple of weeks now since that last vlog that I did, and making this decision about not really doing any videos aside from the occasional pickup video. But I'm actually going to be kind of rethinking that, and I'm going to explain more about that in a vlog that will come out at some point. I'm on vacation right now, so I'm taking my time. But basically what I'm going to say is stay tuned, because there is more stuff coming up on this channel than just the occasional pickup video. And with that, Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.